Let's continue with our individual anti-patterns. Email, as the primary means of communication, is such a common issue in the project that it has become its anti-pattern. The method of communication used between managers and developers can greatly impact a project. Email, in particular, lends itself to creating a single managers who only write to the team with large workloads or big dumps of information, and do not communicate frequently otherwise. Further, email is often not the best way for the team to communicate well with managers because it can be difficult to provide the context in emails, or information can be easily misunderstood. Emails can also be too formal for most communications. So, to address this anti-pattern, managers and developers must take time to communicate in person. When that is not possible, other means of communication such as chat service, video conferencing, and phone calls are good alternative to email. All of these forms of communication have the added benefits of giving respect and attention to the team members, which helps to increase team motivation. Loose cannon is the next individual anti-pattern. The origin of the term loose cannon comes from the 17th century when wooden sailing ships used cannons as weapons. So when a cannon is fired, it undergoes a large amount of recoil. To avoid damages from this recoil, cannons were tightly secured to decks using ropes. A loose cannon refers to a cannon that has come free of these restraints, allowing it to roll around the ship and cause damage. The term has survived until today. A loose cannon is an individual anti-pattern, and the term loose cannon itself refers to an unpredictable person or thing who can negatively affect others unless it's managed somehow. In software projects, loose cannons tend to be people who make significant project decisions without consulting the rest of the team. This behavior is reckless and can create more work on other group members. A loose cannon is not to be confused with someone who asserts their opinion on every topic, leading to poor project decision. This is more closely related to anti-pattern of intellectual violence, which we will talk about in just a second. Like many individual anti-patterns, there is no quick fix to loose cannons. Often dealing with loose cannons involve understanding the motivation of the individual's behavior. Are they trying to cause trouble? Are they trying to prove their work to the team? Once this is understood, a manager or team can try and get the individual to understand that their behavior is destructive and encourage the individuals to take steps to change it. In some cases, organizational steps might be necessary to address the problem, if the personality of the loose cannon make change very difficult. In any case, loose cannons should be dealt with as soon as possible, or risk to a project will increase over time. Intellectual violence is an individual anti-pattern that concerns a person who asserts their opinion on every topic and impedes progress by questioning every decision and action, or using their advanced knowledge in an area to intimidate or look down on other team members. These individuals tend to repeat their opinions so much that the rest of the group accept them just to avoid confrontation. In turn, this can lead to low team morale, with barriers and empathy among group members that affects open communication and productivity. So loose cannons are sometimes the cause of intellectual violence. And there are a couple of strategies for addressing intellectual violence. If the developers cannot solve this impediment by themselves, then the Scrum Master can try to talking to the individual in private about his or her behavior and suggest any appropriate changes. Alternatively, the Scrum Master can encourage an open discussion policy, for example, reinforcing the idea that there is no such thing as a stupid question, and discourage prejudging opinion or inexperience. Intellectual violence should be addressed quickly to prevent a project from taking a bad direction and to keep up team morale.